Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land.
Hey.
Today it's time for another edition of Lifetime Movies, A Dude's Perspective. This time it's going to be Death of a Cheerleader, premiere September 26, 1994, original channel, NBC. This was back during the time when they did movies of the week on TV, on network channels.
Yeah.
But it is primarily on Lifetime now.
Yeah, we found it on Lifetime Movie Club, so it counts as a Lifetime movie.
So, this movie stars Tori Spelling, who, of course, you guys will remember that we mentioned and talked about her in the unauthorized
Beverly Hills 90210 story.
Yeah. So, but this is the actual actress, Tori Spelling, and she plays this queen bee cheerleader type who has this, well, obsessive stalker friend type person who wants to be just like her and wants her to like her. And Tori Spelling's character is actually very mean and nasty and makes a lot of joking remarks that she thinks are funny, but not many other people think are funny.
Yeah. And so let's get to the plot of the movie.
Fun fact: the one that's playing her stalker friend voiced the voice of Daphne on A Pup Named Scooby Doo. Now we can get into the plot of the movie.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: she makes a cameo appearance in the remake, which we'll cover in 2 weeks after I Love This Movie.
Yeah. So the plot is that this girl is, she's trying to be a cheerleader, and she's trying to be the editor of the yearbook, and she wants to be super popular, and she's not real content with who she actually is. And there's this other angsty type teenage girl who they want you to think could be a suspect because Tori Spelling's character is just completely mean and nasty towards her. And she's mean and nasty to this girl, too. They both go out for cheerleading, and naturally, Tori Spelling's character wins out, not the other girl.
Fun fact, the movie starts right in the middle of the action. It starts with the cheerleader, or with the obsessive stalker killing Tori Spelling's character. This is a popular note, or this is a popular film style of making in movies and books, where they start you at the climax and then they rewind and do like a flashback type of thing.
Yeah, which I'm not a huge fan of because you've pretty much given away the ending already. And so, I mean, I know you work backwards from there, and then swing back around, but it just seems like, I don't know. It seems like a lot more time and effort has to put into it, I guess. But anyways, so she had been rejected for cheerleading, and she was rejected for something else that Stacy got, and Stacy's super popular. That's the name of Tori Spelling's character, by the way, Stacy. And so the girl leads her on and borrows her car. Her mom's car, tells her to leave it, and so she goes and picks Stacy up on the pretense of going to this party that Stacy wasn't even actually invited to. So then Stacy freaks out, gets out of the car, and calls her a whole bunch of names. And so then the girl, basically loses control of herself in the situation.
She gets into, an uncontrollable rage and then kills her. She
stabs her with a knife that was left in the car because I guess her sister peels vegetables in the car. At least that's the excuse she used.
Which, who does that? Who cuts up vegetables while they're in the car eating their lunch? Who does that? Honestly, can you name one person that does that you've met in your entire life, Dad?
I cannot, except for maybe a total weirdo, but if you do that, that's fine.
We're
to
not
each
trying to
their own.
criticize you, but I'm just saying that
It
it's
is an odd thing to do.
Yeah.
It would be. So Stacy's body's found by the police, and they start an investigation. And it leads back to the girl, and she eventually confesses to a priest that she did it, but that's not enough. So, then James Avery,
he comes in there like a boss.
he just struts right on in, like right from the set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It just struts right in and takes over the movie, and it's pretty awesome.
Just for one scene, and he just like, and then if you also know, he's also the voice of Shredder in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1980s cartoon. James Avery
but
is.
So then she has enough, and she writes a note to her mom and confesses that she did it, and they take her to juvenile court, and she gets like 7 years juvenile detention because she's just a juvenile. So, but I felt like it was clearly premeditated.
She went there for until she was at the age of 25 in the movie, but the real life person went there for 7 years and got out on good parole.
Yeah,
got out on parole
yeah,
for
it was
good
based
behavior.
off of a real life murder, and overall the movie shot pretty well for a movie of the week. You could tell that they actually put some effort into it. It's not your typical Lifetime movie in that regard.
Yeah, but the Death of a Cheerleader remake might be our typical Lifetime movie.
Yeah, it might be, but
and also the Beaches remake.
Yeah.
Oh God, help us! That would be the season finale.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. So overall, the acting was pretty good, and Tori. The one thing I can say though, the one negative thing I can say for sure though, that I felt like they needed to ramp up Stacy's dialogue and have her be more mean, because they wanted to go this route of trying to evoke sympathy for the one that did the killing, and I felt like they kind of failed there. That they didn't. There wasn't enough sympathy for you to draw upon.
Maybe they do that better in the remake.
I don't know.
We can hope so. Maybe she writes a lot of mean threats on her phone by texting and do the.
And it is 1994, and it definitely takes place in like, the movie definitely shows that it takes place in like the mid to late 1980s. I would think it actually does. Does a pretty good job there. The acting's pretty good. The writing's pretty good here. Can't go wrong with this one. It's definitely, I don't think it's as good as Happy Face Killer, but of all the ones that we have reviewed so far for Lifetime movies, I'd say this is number 2, and the best ones that we watched.
Yeah,
so,
number 1 is obviously Happy Face Killer, because, come on, David Arquette. Can't go wrong with that.
I'm going to give this one 3.5 stars. What say you?
I'm going to do 3 stabbing knives out of 5.
So we're going to give it for 3.25 here, guys. That's our review of Death of a Cheerleader that came out in 1994. Next week, we have
Spaceballs for I Love This Movie.
We're finally getting to it for the one person that has requested it. We're going to watch it and review it. And then the following week after that is going to be Death of a Cheerleader remake.
Which I think that would be the final Wednesday video, because starting on Mondays I have football games and Dad has those off. So starting the 30th of August, we'll start doing videos on Sundays instead. And so I think that...
Yeah, for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
And then
we'll return to the regular watch it on Sunday, do the video on Wednesday format.
And we've got Beach's remake for the season finale.
Oh, God, help us.
Lifetime movies, and then we've got a few other things that we're going to be starting up pretty soon. So for those of you who've been watching and loving us and liking us, thank you so much. And of course, if you hate Death of a Cheerleader with all your heart and soul, that's fine too. Because we're just two idiots with a cell phone camera. So anyways, until next time, guys, peace and love from Denny and Son. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.